welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Shalini and I make videos about technology, data science, professional development advice, and more. Today, I'm talking about grad school, specifically things you should consider when applying or choosing a grad school. It's the beginning of a new year and maybe you're considering going to grad school in order to further your learning in a certain field. Or maybe you're starting to hear back from schools and programs and you need to decide which one you want to do. Either way, in this video, I'll be outlining some things that you should definitely consider before applying and even committing to a grad school program to make sure it aligns with your goals. Let's get into it. Number 1, the program and the curriculum. Every grad program is different, even if it's in the same field. For example, data science grad programs. For starters, there are different types of degrees. There's a master's degree, a specialist degree, and a doctoral degree. The requirements for graduating and getting the degree will be slightly different. You might have to take certain classes, or maybe you have to take a certain number of units and you have flexibility with the classes that you take. Maybe there's a research requirement or a teaching requirement. Is there a capstone project that you'll have to do? Will you be writing a dissertation? Based on your interests, you want to look at aspects of the program, curriculum, and the research that interests you. Let's take data science master's programs, for example. There are different programs all over, but the classes that you take as part of these different programs vary. Some are more project-based, others are theory-based, and it really all just depends on the program. Based on your previous background, you would ideally want to look at a program where the classes or the content that you'll be learning isn't repeating what you already know, and you're actually doing what you want and what you want to learn. Number 2, you want to consider the cost of the program. This is something that also varies based on the program, the school, and the type of degree. The main question you want to ask is, how are you going to be funding the program? There are a lot of resources available to help students lessen the cost of some of these programs. Financial aid is available, and there are also opportunities for fellowships, scholarships, or teaching at the school for fee remissions. It's also possible that if you're working at the same time as going to grad school, the company will pay for you to attend grad school. In some cases, schools even pay you to do research as part of the degree. Cost based on what the school and the specific program situation is something to consider. Before committing to a school, you want to make sure you research this, that way you know it's a right fit for you. Number 3, how long the program is. Also going along with this point is if it's part-time or full-time. If it's a part-time program, it will most likely take you longer in order to finish all the units, classes, research, or work that you're doing. Based on what your plans are and what your end goal is, it's important to think about how long it might take and if you're willing to dedicate that time to grad school. Different programs are different lengths, so if you want to finish off the degree quickly, maybe look into a shorter full-time program, for example. The next point is also related to time. Number 4 is time flexibility. Essentially, how intense is the program? Will you have time outside of it to do other things? If you're working, will you be able to work and do the program at the same time? You want to think about how the program fits in with everything else you want to do during the day. If you will be working part-time or full-time during grad school, you might want to find a program that is more time flexible, that way you can fit both into your schedule. It's also important to strike a good balance between school, work, and life in a way that works for you. Number 5 is the program style. Is it online, is it in person, or is it hybrid? Based on what type of learner you are, one style might be preferable over the others. If you're an independent learner or you're good at motivating yourself or watching videos online, online school might be the choice for you. If you like in-person interactions or being on campus, maybe an in-person program is a better fit. The best of both worlds is the hybrid option, which is something that might become more available in the future with the pandemic going on. Another thing to consider as well is if the program was in person before the pandemic and now it's online, how has the program changed? would you still be getting the same benefits from it? Especially now during this time, I feel like this is super important to consider. For example, if one of the main benefits of the program was traveling and doing research in another country, that might not be possible in the same way anymore. So consider how that change might affect your plans and goals for what you want to get out of grad school. Number 6 is the faculty, and I think this is a super important factor to consider for grad school. Grad programs usually allow you to interact with professors and faculty a lot more because the class sizes are smaller and the cohort size is small in general as compared to undergrad, for example. Based on the program, you might have a graduate advisor or professor that you're going to be working under for the duration of the program. Or you might be taking a bunch of classes from various different professors in the program. Before applying and committing to grad school, research professors and faculty in the program. Especially if you're going to be working under someone, see what research they've been involved in, and if it's something that you would be interested in contributing to. In general, find out what research these professors are doing in your specific field so you can see what interests you the most. Asking other students about advisors or professors is a great way to learn more about the faculty in the program. While you might be working on research or projects with minimal supervision from faculty, you still want to find a program with faculty that you can work with and have a good connection with as well. Overall, doing research on the faculty will help make sure that you are interested in the research and the focus of the program, and that you can work with and interact with these people for the course of the degree. Number 7 is resources in general. Check out what resources the university has and also what resources the specific program has. I've touched on resources with some of the previous points that I made, but to reiterate, some things you can look into are funding resources with grants, scholarships and fellowships, faculty and student support resources, alumni network, career services, accessibility resources, diversity and inclusion efforts, health and wellness, resources if you're an international student, and more. Based on your background and your future goals, check to see if the university and the programs that you are considering have the resources to support your goals. Number 8 is location. So this point depends on if the program is online or in person or hybrid. But if there is some element of it that is in person, then location is something that you are going to want to consider. I won't go too deep into this, but similar to starting undergrad or moving to a new city, you want to check out the campus and the surrounding area to make sure that you like it and you're going to be comfortable. Number 9 is accreditation. This is basically a fancy word for if the degree you get at the end means anything. If you want to get a job after pursuing a graduate degree, make sure you go to a school that is accredited. Some employers don't value unaccredited universities as highly, so this is something to watch out for. Otherwise, all that hard work might be for nothing. Good luck with applying and deciding on grad school programs, and thanks for watching. For more tips and advice videos, make sure to check out my channel and subscribe. I make videos about technology, my life in tech and data science, professional development advice, and I have a series highlighting different amazing women in tech, so make sure to check all of those out, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!